guys, you're welcome to my channel. If this is your first time here, please don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. And if you're a returning subscriber, you're welcome back. So guys, the wager presentation tonight, I enjoyed it. I loved every bit of it. Because last week it was absolute nonsense. But tonight, this week's wager presentation, I loved it. I don't know if you loved it or I was just happy that it wasn't like the one of last week. And so, guys, let's get straight into the video. And so, guys, this week's wager presentation, the theme of this week was fitness. Is fitness because we're still in this week fitness. And so, for the wager presentation, Biggie gave them like they were to do a debate. But the way they did it, I didn't think it was like a debate. They were to do a debate, and the house was divided into two teams: team meat-based diet and team plant-based diet. And they were to like come like support this one will support that this is better than this meat-based diet is better than plant-based diet. Then the other like vice versa. They just go back and forth with each other, and this whole week they've been like preparing for it and all. And for the preparation, I saw like meat based, like the meat based diet. They were they were some strong headed people in that team, and when they were doing their own preparation, they were always getting it. Telma was there. Telma, Faith, Coin, Ibu Fubara, Shore. I can't even like remember everybody. Um, this person, Sabrina, Big Soso, who else? Who else? Ivata, Victory. I think I've tried. I called 9 people. And if you watched, you would know the people that were on the thing. And then for the plant space, they had Tracy, Doris, Emisi, um, Dede, Mide, Sultana, K Bobo. Oh my god, 7 people. Joanna, yes, Joanna was team plant based. Um, guys, I've tried, and so during the course of the week, with their preparation, I was like, I think this meat based diet people, like they are Faith there. Faith is a doctor. Ibu Fubara, I think she's somebody that knows has some like she knows something. Telma, she's an outspoken person that like so when they were doing their own preparation, they were getting it. Because you guys know Faith always is intelligent and he shows it to the whole house, to the whole world that he's intelligent. That if you don't have me in your team, you're not going to win. But if you're in my team, you're going to win. Stuff like that. And so they used to get not strong head people, just they were getting it like that. But I was expecting a lot from them, a lot from them. And for the other team, like with the people there, they are more playful. Isabella, she was plant based. And so, the kind of people that are there now, but they surprised me because when this whole presentation started, Biggie gave them 3 minutes for opening opening remarks and all to introduce their self introduction. Then 8 minutes for argument and 5 minutes. Was it 5 minutes? 5 minutes for reporters and 3 minutes for conclusion ish. And so Biggie started with like the team meet based and they went up there, did their introduction. They finished with their 3 minutes. They introduced everyone on the team. I think they were 15 and the others were 14. They introduced themselves and they went back. Then the others came. They introduced themselves. They didn't feel like their time expired before they could introduce themselves. I think so. So they went back. And it was time for like the argument session. And I just found something about the meat-based team that had Faith, if we do Fubara and Telma, like I noticed that they were reading from their notes. And I was like, these guys, I thought you guys were going to surprise me. Why are you reading from the notes? even from the introduction and all, like they were already reading from the notes. The other guys they were reading, but I really did not see too much reading from plant-based diet. So I was like, I think I was already like contemplating who is going to win and all. But the time when it was time for like the argument, Selma was the one that went for meat based. She was just talking very, very fast. I think she had a lot of points to say about their team. So she was talking a lot about, like, there were like up to five of them who made, who talked about it. And then I think their time went up. Koyin could not finish what he was about to say and he just went. And then the others, when they came, they were more, I just like, they spoke, they had confidence for Team Plant Based. Joanna, guys, Tracy, I didn't know Tracy was that way. The girl is good with presentation. She was so confident, bold. Like when she was saying the stuff, like when she was talking, she was so good with it. I'm like, well done, girl. And then Sultana just went to read like a newscaster, and um, Dede, Dede really did. Was it Dede? No. Dede was for the beginning. It was not Dede. Um, Joanna. She was very, very good with it. She was articulate and all, everything was okay. And it was time for like the rebuttals and all. They were to like, and it was time for Faith to come up. Guys, hey! Normally, I've been hearing people say Faith is very intelligent. I could see that he's an intelligent person. He's a doctor. What do you expect? But hey, when Faith started to talk, I was just laughing. I said, "Go, this guy too good." He was giving them argument and argument. I was like, Faith has saved this whole thing because I didn't like get what they were saying. Even if they were making points, they were reading from the notes and they were not looking at the cameras. They were talking. You just get like that. But Faith, hey God, Faith was too good. Faith stole the show tonight. Faith is the waiter tonight. Huh? It was really nice. And then the others, it was it K Bobo? No, it wasn't K Bobo. Doris and my brain. Ah, guys, I can't remember. So when they give their own, I don't know if it was K Bobo, but I know it was Doris and someone. When they said their own, they too they tried. I told you like they were like they were confident, they were bold when they were saying their stuff, when they were talking. It was only Faith that was really, really like for the other team. It was really he knows his onions and all. So they were going like that, and it was really nice. Then time for conclusion, they said their piece. The others said, and time for like the big dates, the verdict from Big Brother. Big Brother praised Tracy because I'm like, if Big Brother doesn't say something about Tracy, I won't be happy. Tracy was magnificent, fantastic for meat based team. She was so good with it, with the presentation. She was so good. He praised her, then he praised Faith from the other team, and then even Damboski, because Damboski was the one that did the conclusion for team meat based, and he didn't read from the book. He didn't read from a note. He was just talk. He didn't talk for that long because they had only like 3 minutes to say something, and he was not the only one that ever spoke. But when he was speaking, he didn't look at any notes and all. And Big Brother said, "Well done for being the only one that didn't look at your notes," because I think everyone else looked at their notes. But even when if you are looking at your notes, there's the way you present it. You look and you talk and all. But Damboski didn't look at any notes, so Biggie praised him for that. And Biggie was like, team needs based for your introduction. You introduced yourself, or that was what plant based didn't do because they did not introduce everyone. When it was time for the 3 minutes of introduction, they just brought three people up to the stage and they said their name and then they were talking about their topic, their team. They were talking about it, and then when it was time for like the argument, the other three people, four people will come up and they will say their name. So they did not really introduce everyone on the team. But for the other, like team meet based, everyone came out at the beginning for introduction and introduced themselves. So the all 15 of them introduced themselves, said their name, and you get. So Biggie said that was a really nice thing. But the others, they didn't do that, and their time went off because at the minute of introduction, they were already saying a lot of things. So for plant based, the time went off and for the introduction. So when he was saying it, I'm like, I think I know where Biggie is going. So for the argument, Biggie also said that these other people, they meet, they were speaking and then their time went up when Queen was about to say something. But Biggie made a point that their arguments, they were like talking about meat-based diet. While on the other hand, for plant-based, they were just talking about, they were not talking for plants, they were talking against it. And that was not what he said because they had another section where they would like argue with each other. That's the Uta section. And so Biggie was like, these people, they made a point about meat-based diet. You guys, we are not talking for plant-based, we are talking against meat-based. And I was like, I know where Biggie's going. So they got that part and then the time for the same thing for the repeater. Faith, I see Faith don't win that one. Because when he came, he just finished everything. And then the others, when for time for plant based, they came and then they were bringing their points, they were arguing with these guys, giving them their counterpoints and all. But what they did not do, he said they were just saying plant based is not vegan based, it's not vegetarian. Like he said that their points were so repetitive. So that was their issue. I know. And overall, and another thing, team needs based rest for presentation for a debate, a corporate event, because when they wore black and white, oh, and I was like, correct. For the other team, I don't know you guys are going for a debate, a presentation, and you are dressed like that. They didn't just put any effort into their dress code. They didn't put any effort. So these guys, they did well. And Biggie said, the winning team is team meat based diet. So in conclusion, I could say that they gave a lot of points, even if they were reading. I was I was expecting more from Ibu Fubara because when they were doing preparations, she was the one saying a lot of stuff. And but when it was time to present, she was just reading the book. She wasn't even looking at the cameras. She wasn't facing front. She was just reading the notes. And I was like, I was expecting a lot from Ibu Fubara. So what am I saying? Even with the fact that they were reading from their notes, they give points. These others, what Biggie is saying is that they were just talking. They were not like solid points to back up their claim that plant-based is better than meat. Yeah, guys, for all I could say is the Ouija presentation tonight was splendid. I loved it. And Mickey said we need to meat-based diet. And they were so happy. Mickey said they had the rights. They were in control of the kitchen, in control of the rationing of food, and even ordering of food. So the whole week, they are the ones in charge. And the way they were happy, they were just shaking their ass. They were happy for close to an hour. What is an hour? More than an hour. Even as I'm making this video, they're already like so happy, disturbing the house that, oh, we won. But I'm just so happy that I enjoyed this week wager. And Biggie didn't say they won the wager, but I don't know if it's because of the rule he said about the price tag. Maybe they are not going to be saying they won the wager and all. But I think they won the wager, even if he didn't say it because he said the winning team. And the others are going to eat. It's not like the winning team is the only people that are going to eat. You get. But I'm happy. Faith stood out for me. Faith is like one of the most intelligent athletes I've seen. Big, big brother's history. I believe so. The guy is good. I'm just happy that this week's wager was different from last week's wager and they tried a lot. So guys, let me know in the comment section what you think about tonight's wager if you enjoyed it. Because for me, I enjoyed it a lot. Just let me know what you think about everyone. I think Tracy was good. Selma was good, even if she was just reading so fast. She was talking extremely fast. Faith, number one. So guys, if you've not subscribed to my channel, please do it to subscribe, like and share this video. And please leave a comment below. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.